Wholeness, and how y'all doing? Before I even get started on this reading, which is about the energy for tomorrow, which another one of 10 days, I'll do my little plug because I'm not multi-posting like I normally do. In the middle of the 888 manifestation ritual. It's a 3-stage event, 2 stoking points and 1 releasing point. It's $44 per person. Age is not a factor. Like in some of my reels, I tell you, I don't want people's younger energy messing with it. This is about the energy that's already present, whether you're old or young, in awareness or think you in the know. Don't matter. But it's $44 per person. The deadline to get into the alignment for the ritual is the 23rd. At the end of the day on 23rd, not taking anybody else. This is a ritual. It's my ritual. I'm doing it my way. If you don't align with it, stay away. Don't come in with 495 questions or what you doing and how you doing it. I'm using energy. That's all you really need to know, is that I'm not going to give you too many details so that you don't start overthinking what I'm doing and fuck up what I got going on. You understand that? Old school practitioner, not one of these new ages. So either you are in alignment and want to participate in trying to find a way to even further accelerate the manifestation rates for this year. It's a dragon year. It's an 8 year. It's an actual true 888 vibration on August 8th, all that good shit. You want to get in, hit me up in the inbox. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay. That's all I'm taking. Not Venmo, Zelle. I ain't fucking with Venmo. PayPal, Cash App, Apple Pay, and Zelle. There's posts that are pinned on this page and on my Facebook page. So that's it for that. 888 manifestation ritual. What this reading here is about tomorrow. It's another one of those. All right, Heather, I see you just got in. This is about tomorrow's energy, which is 5/16. Funky energy, just be honest with you. By my number system, 5/16 directly says, I'm being moved by the chaos within me. 16 is your tower card. 5 is the numerical expression of movement. Whether we're dealing with manifestation, manipulation, stillness, any 5 vibration has to deal with movement of energy or the lack thereof. So moved by chaos. Think about, in the sense of this realm, there's so much chaos that people find it hard to move. So in that sense, chaos can create stillness. High. Again, you might not like the examples I use. The biggest example I can use for where chaos creates stillness is 400 years of slavery. Even though there's other kind of examples you probably give, one that might hit you in your head a little bit harder is 400 years of slavery. Holy shit, how can you enslave somebody for 400 years? Produce so much chaos that they don't know how to move. Now, let's get out of the slavery element and let's look into the social element. How do you keep a whole country under suppression? How do you keep a whole planet under suppression? Create so much chaos, they become scared to move. Why? Because they don't know which way to move, because nothing is no longer safe. I just got that. I appreciate it. So tomorrow, 5/16, where you're being moved by the chaos, but this is again 2024, the year of manifestation. If you're being moved by your chaos and you're supposed to be manifesting, what we call that, children? We call that manipulation. If you're supposed to be manifesting, but something has already told you, I'm going to put you under condition to where you can't even focus on manifesting, then they've already told you the limits of your manifestation, which, holy shit, your manifestations are now manipulation, and that makes the energy that already streamlined you the manipulator. You understand that? Anybody who grew up kind of like in the country, in the real world, not this new age shit, where we would go outside and play with ants, and you want to take one ant colony and put them in the other colony, and you get a bunch of sticks, and you guide them to where you want them to go. We were manipulators. We were leading them to where we wanted to go, even when it wasn't good for them. Hi, planet Earth, 5/16. You're being moved by so much chaos, you don't know where you're going. You just know, I gotta go. Another example I use all the time is one that is still correlated to this meat suit. It's the innate fear factor. If somebody comes running into a room where everybody is sitting and just run right through screaming, everybody else, especially this meat suit, everybody else going right behind them. We're not finna sit and wait and figure out what the fuck going on. We just know that you showed us something that is akin to our innate fight or flight. So we're going to go look for safety even when we don't know where the danger is. You get that one? You don't have to know where danger is at. You just have to know that the need for safety has been elevated. Not just a meat suit issue. That's a planetary issue. Somebody can put you in danger. The danger don't have to be real. It just has to feel real to you. And now you become, holy shit, moldable energy, manipulable energy. And then you'll help manifest everything that whatever got you on to manipulate it is telling you to do. 2020. Hell, every day though, but 2020 shows y'all that. So 5/16/2024. I'm being moved by the chaos that's going on within me, and that's going to show me where I end up manifesting. Look at the news. Look at a newspaper. Look down your timeline. All you see is suppressive and depressive shit, and you trying to figure out how to manifest in that energy through it, when really most of it ain't got a goddamn thing to do with you. It's just what you've been told to be connected to. Oops. You being told what to be connected to by the same people who ain't doing nothing to sever the fucking tie. Next, let me stop before I get my live banned. So 5/16, you being told, pay attention to the chaos, and that'll help you manifest. Whew. Not pretty smart, are you? 5/16, 5 + 1, 6, and you already got the other 6. Holy shit, self-sabotage. It's the 66. The master saboteur. The person, remember I gave the example of somebody come run in the room and everybody just gonna run out with them. That's a 66 energy. You're already under self-sabotage. I don't know what's going on with me, that I don't have to process the danger. I just have to know that fleeing is safer than being still. So self-sabotage could be somebody can trick you into moving when movement wasn't really a requirement. But in your mental processes of a traumatized mind, and there's not a being on this planet that doesn't carry trauma. So don't trick yourself. So within the deeper recesses of a traumatized mind, a sentient being, if something triggers the need for fight or flight, you will respond. You will respond. Even when you get so deep into fight or flight, and we see this in the movies, you end up sitting still. Oh my God, the building's falling. And the person standing there like, I don't know what to do, because fight or flight has kicked into such an intensive and extensive point, it already bypassed all the meat suit systems. The body can't respond. The mind is telling that person what to do, but the body can't respond because the body has already locked out to the reptilian core response, your root chakra shit. And all it knows is the amount of danger is so immense, might as well give up. If I haven't lost you by now, you'll be all right. If I have lost you, you'll be all right. But if you do not realize in this day and age that that is kind of where we operate from, that lower level reptilian, to where it don't take much to freeze you, that's where we're at. And the society is getting better about inundating you into a point of trying to find stability in chaos, that you don't see that chaos's innate mission is to destabilize. That's common sense. Something creates chaos so that there's the potentiality for motion. So it already tells you, I'm going to move you one way or the other, one way or the other. So instead of trying to embrace chaos and trying to figure out a way how to exist better in chaos, figure out why the fuck chaos there. Figure out why it's there. So that's your 66 function. Tomorrow, 5/16, it's a 66. The other side is the 44. Don't come in here asking no damn crazy ass questions, because I'll give you an answer that might hurt your feelings. And it might be the real answer, but you might not be ready to know. So don't come here asking no crazy questions. So tomorrow is a 66/44. You're already under self-sabotage, but you're already in the 44. You're already in year of manifestation. So if you're already self-sabotaging because you're asking crazy questions that you should already know the answer to, you've already manifested the answer. You've already manifested the answer in the sense where you have to come in here like this is Dionne Warwick Psychic Hotline or some bullshit like that. You already know the truth. You might just not want to face it. So 66/44, you already know what's going on. You just don't want to see it for yourself. But if you take that 66 and that 44, you're still dealing with what you hear me call source code, your core trauma. Remember I told you if you get inundated with so much fear-based energy, chaos energy, it can shut you down altogether. Kind of like a fainting goat syndrome. They get shocked and scared. Next thing you know, they pass out. Too much fear. We're fainting goats right now. So tomorrow's presents the 66/44 energy, which becomes 10/10 energy. 6 + 4, 10. 6 + 4, 10. 10/10, aka binary existence, where you do source coding. If you know anything about hacking, 01010101010. to get into the deeper recesses of a program. Tomorrow shows you the deeper recesses of your own programming. And that'll be the gist of this reading. This 1010 reading is, the first thing is tomorrow, like I said, and I'm going to use dominoes because they're basically binary codes. So I'll shuffle them up. So tomorrow, 516, where you are being moved by your chaos. Why is that chaos so strong in your energy? And this is a collective reading, so take it with a grain of salt or take it with a boatload of pepper. Either way, go take it. Oops, 7-2. My number system, 7-2, basically translates to 27. That is, I am connected to who I think I am. Holy shit. 16, the tower card, 1 + 6 is 7. Who I think I am. The chaos in me becomes me. This is the king of waters. I mean, the king of waters. This is where I have become enslaved to whatever I've created. That's what this is where I've placed the value of who I think I am over what I'm seeing. If you are a fear type mind, the value of your fear or what you think you're connected to will become greater than what you're shown. Holy shit. Let's just piss some people off real quick. You can see shit for what it is, but what you've been taught to believe will make you think it's something else. You'll trust what you thought you believe over what you actually see. Holy shit. I just took a rock and threw it. No, that wasn't you that threw it. That was my Lord and Savior. No, I'm telling you, I just threw it. You saw me throw it. No, baby, that wasn't you. That was the divine guiding of the hand. But wait a minute. You saw me do it, but your need to believe in something greater than what you actually saw will make you dispel reality. That's a fear. That's a fear. So you get moved by your chaos because that chaos that you keep holding inside of you, that 10-10 shit that we're going to get to, becomes greater than what you see. I can show you what's going on, but if it ain't the dinosaur bones. The devil put the dinosaur bones on the earth because he just want to take the glory from God. Gee, Yogi. Okay. 2 + 7, 9. You already under control. Why? Because something already moved you and told you the extent of your vibrations. And you'll fight to stay within the parameters of what already got you under control because you no longer trust control within yourself. You've already sold your energy. Oops. You've already sold your energy to what already got you enslaved. And now you think staying into the system of slavery is what's going to set you free. Holy shit. What's going on, family? Can you please tell me at any time in history that a person did not fight for their freedom ended up getting free? Sorry. So 516, where you get moved by your chaos. If the chaos within you is the only thing keeping you still, Petri dish. Why? 6644. 516, 2024, where the only thing you manifesting is shit that's controlling you because you think the shit that you're going through is you, when really it's just your traumas. You are not your traumas. Say that with me, children. I am not my traumas, but I am my choices. I'm not what I've been through, but I can become the owner of the choice on where I let it take me. That ain't how it is. Shh. Life remains hard until your dumb ass start doing something different and make it easy. See, we can do this all day long, or we can start using this instead of that. But I digress. I appreciate the love, family. I'm not my traumas. I'm not my traumas unless I like my toxicity and I want to try and exist for them, thinking that they are going to set me free. So 516, 2027 will show you where you are already enslaved because who you've been taught to be, holy shit, has become greater than what you see. And if who you got taught you are is greater than what you are, you'll end up running around here looking like Power Rangers and shit. Oops, no shade. Sorry. Or you'll be from everywhere except from where you actually are, and you'll fight for that shit. Sorry. Next. So, self-sabotage, and you'll manifest it. 6644. Self-sabotage because now I'm only trying to find me in these sets of traumas that I'm connected to. The whole problem was if you're connected to something that has you looking in multiple directions, you've already lost yourself. Sorry, you might not get taught that in your love and light realm. If you are connected to something that has you trying to reclaim yourself outside of yourself, you've already lost you. You've already self-sabotaged yourself, Hoss. Here's your 66 function. You've already self-sabotaged yourself. You have already let the struggle become the only thing you can communicate with without realizing the only thing I'm communicating with is them thoughts. This is what you see as an 83, but again, in my number system, it's a 38. My number system 38, it is the thoughts that only show you struggle. 3 is your thoughts, the things that you keep on creating, the things that we constantly keep communicating with. How you communicate with a thought, what you need to get rid of a thought. A thought, holy shit, what's the only thing that don't leave? The thoughts. So you keep creating with these thoughts that keep on telling you where the struggle is at. Remember what I just told you 66 was? I'm trying to find the safest trauma. Trauma is a form of struggle. The number 6 is your foundations. We have a traumatic core foundation based off of experiences that you probably don't even know. You understand that? That can get relegated into past life and regressions and ancestral DNA and all this other bullshit we buy. Yes, I said it. Bullshit. Remember back here where we said, if I think I know who I am based off of somebody teaching me what I am, I might be somebody's bitch or fool. Oops, sorry. Next. So right here at that 66, where it showed me I'm one step out of creation. I am not what's creating this. I'm the created. Why? But how am I created? As a struggle. So if I'm created as a struggle, what's the only thing that I'm going to do? Keep on creating more struggles, because the only thing I know how to do is think in the sense of struggle. Why? 3 plus 8, 11. I think in the sense of separation. Holy shit, that 66 you was looking for, trying to find out which one of them was safe for you, become 11, justification. You're now justifying why you give your energy to your traumas. And holy shit, 66 was tied to what? 44. You just trying to make justification for why your traumas are the safest thing to show you what to manifest. When if you was here at the beginning, I told you the easiest way to get people's energy this year is to keep them inundated under so many chaotic type energies and thought forms that the only thing they can manifest is that type of energy. Been telling y'all that since fucking 2021, but I try to walk y'all through it. Sorry, hi, he might be who the fuck he tell you he is. Your fucking reflection. I tried to tell y'all that shit all last year, that holy shit, 2024, they gonna fucking okie dokus. They gonna take that bullshit energy y'all thought y'all worked on last year. I'm working on me. No, you worked on your traumas last year. That Phoenix fucking fire wheel and every fucking thing that not just me, but many other people try to tell you, you know what? You glorifying your motherfucking toxicity too much. That's not trauma release. That's trauma bonding. But no, you can't tell somebody who think they know what they should be unknowing until it burns them in their ass. So all last year, a lot of y'all burned yourselves in the ass. And guess what 2024 was? Let me see where the fire was at. If you burned yourself in the ass, guess where the fire was at? In your ass. So guess what you manifesting this year? Shit. You manifesting shitty ass energy where you diverted the energy to work and get rid of your traumas. You work through your traumas and for your traumas and as your traumas. To guess the only thing you manifesting? More traumas. Only some of y'all have worked for your traumas for so long, you don't know the difference. You don't know which one of them you. I'm this, I'm that, I'm everything except for who you authentically are, because guess what? The only thing you connected to is the traumas you keep justifying giving your energy. What was this reading about? Where is your energy being manifested? In whatever's telling you what to pay attention to. So if your energy has already been taught and told to pay attention to your traumas, at what point did you pay attention to you? So you'll get 2 dominoes for this one, because this is the 44 domino, what this year is supposed to be bringing. This is what you should have been manifesting. You should have been manifesting you. You should have been manifesting you. Holy shit. Hi. What I tell you 34 is in my number system? 34 is God. 34 is the generator, operator, and the destroyer. It is the energy that will generate this shit. It is the energy that is going to operate this shit, and the only thing that can end it. You. You should have been manifesting you. Why? Because that thought can trap me. Not I'm trapped in the thought. It is my thoughts can get me trapped. See, this is basically Roadrunner. Go cartoon with it. This is the Roadrunner. If the Roadrunner already know Wile E. Coyote up to some shit, then he stays one step ahead. Beep, beep, meet, and stay out of it. But this is also Wile E. Coyote in reverse. You understand it? Where I almost set the trap without thinking. This is acme as fuck. What you should have been manifesting? You, as the thinker, staying out of the trap. You, as the thinker, staying out of the trap. Holy shit, what was we trying to find? 7. What was we trying to find? 7. He was trying to find you. You should have manifested you as God. And if you've been following me for years, God is not source. Sorry. See, God is a generated and operated force of destruction, but it's not the source of the flow. It's an identity. So you should have been manifesting an identity that shows you you. But if you don't know who you are and somebody else is telling you what to think so that your energy stays trapped, I'm not reincarnating in the earth for my 900th time. It ain't done nothing different. Everybody else need to get their shit the same and do what I do, and everybody else ain't done nothing different. Holy shit, well, how we getting free? Somebody else gonna come do it. Okay. You still manifesting that justification of thinking that somebody else gonna do it, and that's why shit's still getting done the same. 400 years later, you still a slave. Oops, sorry. So that justification of what you manifested, where I told you you should have been manifesting yourself, 34, as God, 7, my seeing myself as the generating force for all this shit. We commonly generate based off of the stimuli. So this is going to be some chaotic energy. So basically this is you're manifesting based off of the energy that already has you under chaos. Oops. 1-9. This is the sun. This is what's already got your power. See, in this realm, the sun gives life. If the whole gist was, give me your power so that I can help you create, think about that. Give me your power and I'll help you create. But what you gonna help me create? Whatever I want you to. Shh, what'd you say? Shh, nothing. I got you. Because if you had the power and you could create, what the fuck you need this other motherfucker for? You understand that? Example I used to give is, give me $20, I'll put it in my bank, and I'll charge you $5 to take that $20 right back out. Huh? Oops. Do that shit every day. We do that shit every day. Well, man, I got paid today. I'm going to put this shit in the ATM. Oh, man, I'm on the other side. We ain't got no ATM from my bank over there. Hi. Says the secondary bank. We're going to charge you $5 to use that ATM. And then your bank going to hit you up for $4 for using somebody else's ATM. Well, holy shit, I started out with 20 and now I'm down to 13. I can't pay my bills. Why? Because these banks that's supposed to be taking care of me, I'm taking care of them. They charging me and telling me what to do with my energy. And I can't do nothing but comply. Or vote for the same motherfuckers that work for them. Oops. Holy shit, where your power at? Your power is in your vote. Your power is in your vote. See, your ancestors didn't die so you can go vote for the same people that got you enslaved and still got us enslaved. Because if we keep voting, then they're going to do something different. Duh. That's how you sound. Duh. We have to do it. Damn. Whew. Where your power at? Your power is in the potential of what already got you fucking controlled. 1, your potential, your magic. You don't know where it's at, so you go try and find it in everything that already got you fucking enslaved. 9, what's already got you under control? What's already got you under the 333, the 111, everything I keep getting connected to. I saw 111, girl. Ooh, that mean the angel's with me. I keep waking up at 333. That mean that my granny's sitting by my bed. Shut up. You'll come up with concocted stories of everything to make your ass feel better about not paying attention to what the fuck is really going on, because you just need something going on to take the chaos away from in front of you. So you'll keep giving power to lower level shit to make you feel better about being here, instead of wondering, holy shit, if I am God, the source of power in here, why the fuck are we so weak? There's a deeper question in there right there, but you motherfuckers ain't ready for it. So what are you going to manifest this year? What you keep giving your power to? Why? 1 + 9, what? 10. 10, the Lilith choice. Whatever has you enslaved, the safest way. You don't know the story of Lilith. She chose between being enslaved or being subjugated. She chose enslavement over subjugation, but neither one of them left her free. That's currently where we're at. You'll choose between 2 motherfucking pedophiles that's going to kill you, and figure out which one's the best goddamn choice. Obviously not you. Obviously, you ain't ready to be a choice for yourself, so you sitting out here trying to figure out who's the safest thing to kill you. You fucking fools. Who the fuck you gave your power to? Not you. 1 + 9, 10. Why? Because I gave my magic into fooling myself. So, what did I help manifest? Fools. If you need somebody to lie to you so that you feel better about lying to yourself, strike that from the records, Your Honor, because they probably didn't get that, because that's that 6644 function where self-sabotage is the only thing you know how to manifest. Why? Because it's a 1010 function. It's a core trauma. It's a hidden level programming. We're talking about Windows motherfucking 95, AOL dial-up, not your 6 gigabyte teraseconds, all this bullshit you got going on now that don't even work. We're talking about core level programming to where all that shit they keep piling on top of it to hide your innate issues. Your innate issues still are there. And guess what? They seeping through all the layers. The more you hide from your core shit and keep piling shit on top of it, the more that innate core trauma permeates into all them layers. Now you got to get rid of all these layers to get back down to it. But it ain't got to get rid of all these layers to get to you. It just becomes a layered fucking infection. Now I'm going through that and I worked on it. I worked on this relationship, but then I got in the next relationship and I found myself doing the same thing. Well, holy shit, maybe it wasn't them. Maybe it was you. Maybe you didn't work on your core trauma or your issues. You worked on the trauma of the experience that you was currently going through. But ain't that the same? Shh, no, my dear child. You've been taught so fucked up and fucked wrong that you can't stop fucking yourself. Oops. What's the core traumas? Oops. What's the core traumas? It's them fucking 88s this idiot keep telling y'all about. It's them 88s. It's them damn traumatic ass memories that keep gatekeeping you into your traumas. The traumas that are above and below that keep you safely tucked within. Why? Because that 8 that I keep struggling with keeps producing struggling wherever I keep on trying to connect. Remember when we got to that 11 where you tried to justify which one was going to be you? Neither one of them, because both of them was just a symbolization for the struggle that you won't face within, and you keep manifesting the struggles that you keep getting tricked into so that you don't learn to sit still. You just try and find safety in the movements within what all you're struggling with. That just lost so many of you, it'll be the fuck right. All right. But if you can't get rid of your traumas, they will keep you caught within the gates of what keeps them safe. Remember I told you that core trauma will permeate through everything that you layer on top of it. And then this will be infected, that will be infected, that will be infected. And the infection itself still sits at the bottom. Sepsis like a motherfucker. So septic or sepsis, you sitting down there and you working on the shit that you keep going through, but you ain't got to the meat of the issue. You ain't got to the meat of the issue, and you'll keep on trying all these systems and ideologies and putting them on top of it because you think they'll be safe enough to get rid of what's there, but you ain't met the big boss yet. You ain't met the big boss yet. So you have to go down and see if that trauma at the core is even real or worth facing. See whether that struggle that you hiding from is really just you struggling from setting yourself free, or if there really is something there that you need to learn to let go. Oh, I wish this thing would not go so fast. It's going so fast, bro. I just went through this. When God and the universe talk to you, bro, just listen. Only, again, and this is not to belittle you or anything like that, at some point in your journey, you're going to realize God and the universe and everybody else is you. It's just you in the justification of having the experience with yourself. Only you haven't got out of that core trauma of separation that you now authorize identity with everything else within the journey. You get that? When you get out of this separation of trying to find identity with everything else that you deem outside of you or within you, when you get to your 88 function and start finding your own 1010, the only thing you're going to find is you. The only thing you're going to find was, holy shit, me and where I fooled myself. Me and where I fooled myself. But holy shit, either way it goes was still the justification of me fooling myself. So let me get me together. Then there was no God, universe, and everybody else. It was just me. And if I can't hold myself together, I keep signing contracts with every condition that makes me safe with pulling myself apart. Your 88s. You'll gatekeep your own separation. You'll gatekeep your separation, and then you'll work for or work under or give responsibility or accountability to or glory, honor, and praise to everything else. When you were the sun, it was your power. You was God. You just got tricked into going one step outside of creation, and then you got enslaved to your own movements. Oops. That's a core trauma. When you make a decision, I'll do it. Hi, fellow parents. Life is good as a parent. Fucking, I'm a grandparent, so life is excellent. But remember, before you had children, I'm gonna go get me some ass tonight, and I ain't gotta come in until I get ready. Just being honest with you. But then once you get children, it's like, damn, man, I ain't had no ass in about 3 weeks because I got to feed these kids and they got to get up and go to school. That little motherfucker won't go to sleep. I can't do that. Holy shit, now you got conditions. Why? Because you created. You become enslaved to what you created, even when you love it. But yet the condition has now reduced you. Oops. And unfortunately, in this new age generation that does not have the mental enslavement parameters of us older people, it's becoming clear. I don't want to be no parent. Fuck that. I'm not built for this. You're right, you're not built for it, because the mental traps that my generation and probably the one up under it, to where we had this sense of duty to connection, the younger generation does not have a sense of duty to even themselves. And that's no disrespect. That shit plays out in society. These motherfuckers ain't got respect for themselves, so they damn sure don't have respect for any connection. Whereas we got taught, even like in my 50s and the olders, is like, oh no, you's best to take care of your family. Papa was a rolling stone. You see what I'm saying? But he came home and James loved me, even though he got 13 kids outside the marriage. We gonna take care of all of them. Now these motherfuckers out here be like, psh, that ain't my kid. I'm going to lay up with my homeboy. Oops, sorry. Let me stop. It's all a cycle. It's all a cycle. Only the conditions of the chaos become more erratic within the flow. As, here, let's walk it this way. As you struggle, 8, struggle with your thoughts. As you struggle with your own movements, those gatekeepers I was talking about, as you struggle with your own movements, you give power to everything that moves you. As everything is moving you, it now becomes your God. Think about it. The things that move you rule you. My children are my God. You understand that? If we want to play that game, the only thing that can really fuck me over in this realm right now is my kids, my grandkids. You get that? Because that's my point of connectivity. So they become the generated and operated force, because that's the only thought forms that can trap you. Those are the only things that can trap you. So if those are the only things that can trap you, those are the only things that own you. And since they own you, you've now lost your rights as the creator. In my number system, 37 is the creatrix. It's what births everything. So if what births everything has now moved one step away from itself, it's now enslaved by what it gave its energy. That's that 38. So now you become enslaved by everything you connected to, and holy shit, 27 is enslavement. It has dominion, because it, in what you see in it, now becomes you. Remember I told you, when you look at your kids, oh man, I see my whole life in them. That's a trap. Sorry, that's the conditions of this realm, but that's a trap. When you get into that man, kingpin is my world and all this other shit like that, and a lot of y'all do that, you get fed up with human level, adult level relationships. So you throw all your energy into your children. I don't need no man. I don't need no woman. I just need me and my baby. That's enslavement. That's a trauma function. That's because I see me as safe, 7, in that which I am now being ruled by. Why? Because I found danger in trying to find something that's a better connection for me. Don't believe me? Let your life tell your tale. That's a 10-10 function. That, again, let your life tell your tale and do what you're going to do. That's why so many people go down the roads of abstinence. That's why so many people go down the roads of spiritual maintenance. See, I just need 3 weeks to myself. Or I ain't had a man in 12 years because the last man did me wrong and I don't give no other man any other chance to have power over me. Holy shit, will we just get to talking about how to get the power? It goes further than abstinence. I'm just trying not to get banned. You can lose your whole fucking identity behind a trauma. You can want to become something else because you're traumatized by what you are. I'll humor you with that one. Because it's deeper than the root. In 1010 theory, your core trauma, we'll say, if we want to use the chakra chart, we'll say it's Earth Star related. Earth Star is where you are dimensionally grounded to this human experience. Your root chakra is where I am energetically bonded to the experience I'm currently going through. So here's your root chakra issue in what you're currently going through. Oops, 36. You're going to fuck around and find out. Why? Because that thought has told me which trauma to pay attention to. That thought has told me which trauma to pay attention to. 6. And that 6 becomes an 11, and I'll make justification because that thought wouldn't lie to me. That thought wouldn't lie to me. But guess what that thought just did? Protected itself because holy shit, thought replicated. 3. Game over. Game over. When the thought can get you to do what it told you to do, you're no longer the thought. You're the thought's bitch. You the trauma. Oops. 3 + 6, 9. You're already under control. So the root chakra issue is, like I've been telling you at the beginning of this reading, humans are easily controlled. All it takes is mental stoking, mental redirection, mental perception misguidance. Put something on TV and tell them something's wrong and then they'll believe it. Put a book in front of their hand and tell them somebody gonna come save them and they'll believe it. You'll fuck around and find out. The message from the King of Shamans associated with my cards with 36 energy is you better figure out who the fuck you are. Everything in this universe will tell you what it needs you to be. How's it gonna tell you what it needs you to be? By telling you what to think. So your root chakra is, if you don't know how to think from yourself, your thoughts will show you how to think as your traumas. How to think as your traumas. Like I said earlier, say this with me, children. I am not my traumas. I am the thinker, and I need to take responsibility and accountability for the thoughts I allow to run my motherfucking mind. But that's hard. So that's the root chakra is you'll fuck around and find out what's got you under control by paying attention to what you think. It is just that fucking simple. When you start to pay attention to what you think and you start taking accountability for, God damn, I think some fucked up shit, and you start taking accountability for it, game changes. But if you just respond to every thought that come in your head, waka, 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 Pac-Man, you'll never keep still. And them thoughts will show you bigger thoughts, power pellets, get your ass going. And them traumas will be right there running in front of you, chasing your ass. Yeah, in front of you. Chasing your ass. Why? Because they leading you to get that. They chasing you by staying in front of you, which means you ain't learned to sit still for yourself. So your root problem is you don't know how to sit still for yourself. You just know how to keep on thinking for them fucking traumas. Which means, like I said, that's the common day issue, the 1010 issue energetically, your Earth Star, why every human has an imprint of movement. I'm not even going to use the domino. I'm going to put that one down. It's going to be the same answer, though. It's going to be the same answer. It's going to be the same fucking answer. The only thing you've been taught is movement. You ain't been taught nothing else. You haven't learned to get out of the trap. You see that line? You haven't learned how to get out of the trap. All you're trying to do is move in what's already got your energy. You trying to move within the traumas and take you back. Holy shit, I just want 6 to become 5. But wait a minute, that's not you. You were bigger than these traumas. No, I'm not bigger than these traumas. See, I got to face these traumas because I got 12 steps, and then I need to learn 75 different formats of Reiki, and then I got to do soul reclamation, and then I got to go get initiated, and then I got to go back to church, and I got to blah, 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 blah. You got to do everything in this realm designed to make you move, so sit your punk ass down and be still. So you grounded dimensionally, your Earth Star, into movement, that the only way you think you're gonna get still, like keep on moving. Huh? It's 9 o'clock. Go to bed. Stop moving. Go to sleep. I can't, mama. I can't. My mind can't rest. Kids do that, don't they? What you want to do? Whoop their ass until they be still, right? Don't lie. DSS ain't watching. They watching. Shh, don't say it out loud. But you get it? You get mad when things around you won't keep still, but you won't give stillness to yourself. Holy shit, it's a motherfucking reflection. He don't love me. I keep giving him all my energy. She don't love me. I keep trying to give her my time. You wanna know why? Because you don't love yourself. Because you keep giving to something without reciprocity. Oops. And without reciprocity, there should be oneness. You keep finding reflection that keeps your ass in separation. Oops. Why? All because you don't know how to keep still. You just know how to move. You just know how to move. So the gist of tomorrow, because this went way past where people probably are safely in treading. Tomorrow, your core trauma of not being able to keep still. 5:16, it says you're going to keep getting moved by all that chaos that's going on around you. The best place to fix the chaos around you is by recognizing and realizing the validity of the chaos within you. I did not lie to you and tell you to pretend like it ain't there. No. Man, this motherfucker out here is having a chaotic day. But you know what? Let me see what's going on with me. You know what? Okay, yeah, that's some shit. But you know what? That ain't real to me no more. I need to let that go. You know what? That shit is real to me. And I need to sit my punk ass down and face that. I'm hiding from that. Or you know what? I did face that and let it go. It's just trying to see if I'm ready to give it my energy again. And that's a real thing. Well, I worked on that already. I thought I made it past that. You probably did. You probably did. It's just the energy goes in a cycle around here. You see that? Energy goes into a cycle. They call it the Ouroboros, the infinity loop. So energy goes in a cycle that eventually gets back to the same point that you already left. The question is, are you ready to go back there? See, the energy's still moving. Nobody told you that you had to stop and play again. I've already rode that ride. I see that ride again, but that's not my circus, not my monkeys. Some of y'all ain't learned that yet. I seen it again, so that mean I gotta face it. I saw 333, so that mean I gotta go back through these traumas. No, that was just a test to see if you actually are in the point of growth, or release is a better word, because growth is a cancer. Have I made it at a point of stillness within my own soul to say that ain't got nothing to do with me? Or am I gonna trick myself into saying, double dutch, time to jump back in? So many of y'all out here double dutching, and it ain't even a fucking skill that you know what to do. Shh, stop it. You ain't old enough to double dutch. Put that rope down. You're twirling too fast. Don't know how to keep still and double dutching without the fucking proper shoes. So that's the chaos. You don't know how to get out, so you keep jumping back in. So last word for tomorrow, because it's going to keep on showing you y'all keep on trying to spiritual double dutch, jump into a game that is not a game that you should be playing. Here's the best advice I have for you, children. Don't double dutch tomorrow. Don't double dutch tomorrow. You better find you and not the shit that means to leave you with nothing. That's that 10, Lilith. If I'm going to choose between the knife and the gun and both of them going to kill me, I'm going to choose option C. I'm going to choose me. I'm not choosing the potential of what can set me free, and I'm damn sure not going to choose the potential of what already tricked me. I'm just going to choose me. Holy shit. No vibrations needed. No vibrations needed. I don't need to 10, make a choice. I don't need to 1, alchemize. And I don't need to 0, fool myself into going on a goddamn journey. I just need to be. Be what? Me. My energy. My experience. That's it. Shh, nothing further. Class dismissed. Wholeness.